Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Our good friend Gilberto, he's kind of getting into the car business a little bit, and he was asking me, well, first I was telling him that, you know, we use a scanner before you purchase a car, and that's just, period, that's just good sense, but a little bit more in depth than that, because I really didn't get into it. He was very specific. He said, hey, you know, what can I get by with? What do I need actually in a scanner? Well, I use the Innova. I use a Craftsman. Got a Bosch. I got more computers than I got sense. However, do I endorse a single individual one? I prefer the Bosch. It's just personal preference. However, what you gotta have in this computer, because see, some people can get one for $20. It'll just read a code, but that's not going to help you if you're trying to buy a car. You want one that you can get by without the extra modules like ABS and the airbags. If you can get them, they're nice little extras, but you got to have the live data menu, and I'll tell you why. A lot of times when you go to purchase a vehicle, it may have something really minor wrong with it. Then again, it may have something really major wrong with it. And this is what gives you the advantage. If you can pull it up and you know exactly what that code's decoding for, like a bad TPS sensor. Just now, I just did a P505 on this particular vehicle, and the IAC was bad. And if I didn't know that, you would be like, oh my God, what is going on with this thing? Or if I start it up and I have a really high fuel trim or low fuel trim, or the O2 sensors are not working at all. Sounds like I just got killed on my, put that up on
pause.
Sorry kids, that was really loud. So, anyway, the reason I'm saying live data, guys, is because you're going to be able to check 10, 12, sometimes 16 items or even more, depends on what kind of systems it's on it. And you don't have to be a mechanic to read it. Like, it only takes a few minutes, really, to get acclimated with what's going on in there. And, like, if you know the TPS, you know what that means. When you hit the gas, you'll see it read and be like, okay, that's working. Your O2 sensors.
You were telling them about fuel trims before that cut on.
If the fuel trim is plus or minus way off, you're going to be like, oh, I've got a restriction, or I have a vacuum leak. There's things like that that you can make an assessment on that you're not going to be particularly comfortable with making an assessment on. But the biggie, the real biggie on used cars is being able to read the temperature from the computer. Because no matter what that thermostat or no matter what the dashboard's telling you, you want to be able to see it. You want to be able to see this car's running at 195. Because you know if it's at 220, 225, but it's just a little bit over the halfway, that car's running way hot. You would never know what's going on with it unless you had this type of information. So, Gilberto, at the end of the day, you probably already bought one, but as long as you got live data, 2 thumbs up. As far as which machine goes, I mean, go as deep as you want to go, but, you know, they all pretty simple, so they're all pretty self-explanatory. They just plug and play. No big deal. They all clear codes. So, I mean, shop around for your best deal for the best piece of equipment. I've had good luck with Craftsman, Innova, like I said, Bosch. Those are all good. All those people. Accutron makes good ones. I've never seen a bad one. Let me put it to you that way. The ones that you get that just plug into the computer, that's a little too much work, but I mean, hey,
it is worth the extra money to get the ones that have the real or the live data happening, you know, because you get a better,
and Bosch
as opposed to a cheap one.
Bosch has a really nice unit out there that actually will plug into a cigarette lighter in case you have an OB2 port that's bad. I think they're about $250 or $280, but that's kind of like the Cadillac. We can go into thousands of dollars if you want to get into auto repair, but most people watching this right here are not getting the auto repair. They just want a basic idea of what's going on inside a car. And that's what these machines will do for a couple $100, $100, whatever. I think Harbor Freight actually has a pretty inexpensive one. But
I personally would put the money into the Craftsman or the Bosch. Just remember the buffer from Harbor Freight.
Yeah, Harbor Freight is one of those places that I like them, but you know, they will burn you eventually. The quality and craftsmanship doesn't always match. A lot of things they have are really nice. I'm not going to take away from them. But some of the things are not quite so good. I've never used one of their machines, but if you buy it, buy the warranty, because Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But I can tell you this: if you buy one of the name brands, it's going to last, and you're going to have a warranty on it. But anyway, guys, subscribe. We got lots of cool things coming to you, and
website's still underway.
Website's still underway. They are pounding us daily on that, and I cannot wait to turn all these fans into people that I can hang out with on my website. Peace out. Support your troops. See you next time.